Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales. These are the adventures of The Rookies, a curated actual play of the tabletop role-playing game Masks, a New Generation from Magpie Publishing. Previously on Tavern Tales. The team did it, and at no small expense, they took out the giant robot. But the team is unconscious, torsos, and vanished. Can they regroup and solve the mysteries before them?
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? One beer or two, I'll drink to you.
And we're back. I'm Vern Tales, and we're tracking the highs and lows of the historic superhero group in their infancy, back when they were known only as the Rookies. The half-jaguar, half-wasp, giant robot, Yellow Jacket, had been defeated, but the team had been sorely tested and were suddenly split up. The Chase, already across the river and on his way home, XP, transforming into some sort of ball, Solarian, knocked out, and George Grady vanished in a puff of purple. Bo, essentially alone for the moment, looked down at the black box in her hand and said,
Everybody's just so weak.
And now let us peek into the adventure itself, with George, first and foremost, who is surrounded by what appears to be a desert, the giant robot arm careening off, throwing up a cloud of sand, dust. What do you do?
He is gonna look around and try to figure out where the heck he is. He is super
Roll to assess
confused.
the situation.
Nope.
How'd you do?
3.
Then mark potential.
Yep. Not even gonna add other things. There's no point.
Yes.
I don't know where I am.
And you see dimly, as you look around and the dust starts to settle, the top of a hand holding a English muffin sandwich, the likes of which you dimly recall from the 70s as you're standing in a barren wasteland around you, and all you can seem to see in front of you is this delightful sandwich shop that you would love to eat like 40 sandwiches at on your way home from school or before school or heck, during school. And the name of that sandwich shop was
Papagino's.
Papagino's Muffins.
That's a good one.
A good old PGM. You are shaken from this, knowing Papagino's was still there on that street corner down the road when you were in the fight. And now it's essentially destroyed. All you can see is the hand holding the muffin. It used to be a towering display. Barren wasteland around you. Many things, many piles of sand and dunes.
He's just gonna fall to his knees. No, I won't do the whole Planet of the Apes thing, but I want to, but I won't.
He doesn't know it. He doesn't know it.
Yeah, you would.
Why?
Me?
No.
He invented it.
Ooh.
It's from
It's Forrest Gump.
He came forward in 1970. I don't even think that movie was out yet.
Wouldn't it have been?
No.
No, maybe it wasn't.
Exactly.
Okay, so you can't pull a Charlton Heston.
Well, you could pull a Charlton Heston from something else, but not that.
Yeah.
As you fall to your knees weeping,
Yeah.
you hear a voice clear their throat behind you.
I turn and look at who's clearing
Roll to
my
assess
throat.
the situation.
Okay, I'm gonna fail again. Oh, suck it! 9 plus things.
So what conditions do you currently have?
Oh, hopeless and afraid. So it's a 10.
Excellent. That's more than enough. You can ask a question based on that.
What here can I use to get back to where it came from?
Your eyes alight upon this sigil, this icon, this branding. There's an insignia on the chest of this individual, the corner of the chest. Could be a gang symbol, could be some sort of organization symbol, and it looks like a sundial with the letter P upon it.
Is that Papagino?
It is no, the figure looks at you and scoffs and says, "You're an idiot." Look around you, George Grady. This is your fault. Everything that's happening right now is because of you, George Grady.
Yeah.
With the peanut gallery on the sand dunes eating their Cheetos and be like,
Give him the chair!
"Good you!"
He's just gonna like kind of quiver and like he's still very like shocked and confused. Who are you and where am I and what?
Exactly. You're a menace, George Grady. You should be wiped out of existence, is what you should be, George Grady. You're a danger to everyone.
Shift those labels.
Exactly. He is telling you that you are super dangerous and not superior at all. You have no control over the things you do, and you should just be locked up, tied down, and ensured that nothing you touch can turn to ash and dust like everything around us.
Damn. Heavy, man.
Yeah.
Eyes cannot lift to look at their face.
No.
You just keep looking at that insignia burning a hole in your retinas. And George, do you accept this change to your labels, or are you going to resist?
I think because he's in that state of hopeless and afraid, he is going to. He's not going to fight it.
Okay.
If he wasn't hopeless, he might fight it, but he's not in a good place. So I'm assuming danger goes up and something goes down.
Your danger goes up, your superior goes down. You're standing there in the dust. What do you do?
How do I fix this? He says with like, he's like, you can see he's like on the edge of tears.
You can't.
Rude. Super rude.
Yeah. So the figure is wearing futuristic style of clothing with like a breathing apparatus to keep the dust out. The figure is wearing Mad Maxian style, futuristic clothing, and they're protected from the dust. Big collar surrounding their face. You can't quite see their mouth because you haven't looked up. You have no idea if they're male or female. Their boots are thick and meant for like traveling through a futuristic wasteland like any good 80s goth would wear.
Not that I know,
That sort
but
of
yeah.
thing.
Okay, I got you.
Terry Chase, you are running. You've crossed the river. You held the katana in your hand, and I dimly recall you threw it in the river as you ran away.
Yes.
What do you do?
Terry is unsure what to do exactly at this point because he just ran away from his team. And now he's even more ashamed of himself for abandoning his teammates.
Okay.
He's going to go to his spot where he likes to be alone. So there's an abandoned rail yard right outside of Halcyon City.
Okay.
Where Terry likes to practice his parkour.
That's pretty far away. How are you getting there?
He's just going to keep running. He's going to get really tired, but
It's going to take all night. You're downtown, right out of...
He's going to catch the
right off
bus.
the river. He's going to get on a bus.
He's going to catch the bus to the rail yard.
Okay. All right. Take a bus to the rail.
I don't know.
Terry has the money. His folks are pretty well to do.
Yeah.
Live in a really nice house. Bus seems to actually be taking you towards home.
I don't want to go home.
On the direction of home.
That's the wrong way.
I mean, it's from where you are, it's on the way.
Okay. I'm not going home. I don't want to go home. I am going to practice my little butt off.
Okay, you practice your little butt off.
And then I'm going to sleep in a rail cart. And then I'm going to practice some more when I wake up. And then I'm going to sleep in a rail cart until I'm good enough for my team.
That's probably never going to happen.
Well, that's rude.
You say to yourself.
That wasn't my voice, though.
I know.
I don't know what else
You're
to
the one who
do.
said all these things.
That's just where I thought I'd be because I'm good at practice. It made the most logical sense to me.
Right, yes. Be alone in an alone environment doing alone things.
He just ran away from his team and failed.
Exactly.
So he needs to get better before he can confront his teammates.
Who can
again.
teach you to be better?
Myself. I've only got myself to teach now.
Rocky montage. Think you need somebody. No, Rocky montage. He has people helping him. Chelsea, watch Rocky.
Yeah. You don't have superpowers. You need help. Where do you go? You fine. You know what? You do
I
you.
have to think now.
You're in a rail car trying to sleep away the night. There are homeless people about. Hey, are you okay, buddy? I heard a lot of crying.
Man, I'm so pathetic.
Yep. Yeah, you are. Maybe you should go home.
You really just want me to go home.
Wait, I never even met you before.
This is not Terry's voice. He doesn't talk like that.
Well,
Okay.
maybe you're not being Terry right now.
Was being Terry.
What would Terry do then?
Apparently he would go home.
No, it's a scene. That's what we're doing. There's a homeless guy standing in the entrance of your rail car while you're curled up. I'm giving you the scene you want. At least I think I am.
Hey man, I'm just trying to get some sleep. Leave me alone.
You sure that's the best place for you, kid? I mean, you don't got a home to go to or friends to check in on?
It's gonna be so lame and teen angsty right
Then
now.
do it. That's what we're here for.
Oh, okay. Friends? I let those down already.
Oh, well, look, kid, you're always gonna let people down, but you gotta show up. You gotta be there. How are you gonna save the day if you're hidden away?
How am I gonna save the day with no powers anyways?
I don't know. You seem to have a savior +3, so you tell me, kid.
I guess.
They didn't go meta at all.
Where are you getting that information, sir?
How did you know?
Kyle reminding Chelsea to play her labels.
But it's because I'm guilty right now.
Right, that
That's
only
what-
puts you at a +1 savior. How do you work off your guilty?
Make a sacrifice or to absolve my guilt.
Can't do that hidden away. And you're angry too, right?
Yeah.
How do you resolve that?
Break something or hurt somebody. I'm gonna beat up the old homeless person. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I would not do.
Do it.
Bury that anger down for the moment.
Oh, that just went dark.
Do it.
I'm not gonna pull a Solarian.
Really?
Solarian would.
Yeah.
I don't think Solarian would
Terry's
put
not
himself in the
Solarian.
position where he needs to beat up homeless people.
We have really nice homeless people in this town. I just want to say, like Page's friend, isn't he homeless?
Yeah, you might have a point, but I'm tired. Leave me alone so I can sleep.
Okay, we got moonshine.
Okay, count me in. He's gonna
Okay, what
take
do
a
you
drink. He's going to join the homeless people around the little barrel fire that they got going on.
Super cliche.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a super comic.
Fine. A car horn honks. Brrrr. Lights shining on the group of you as you're sipping your first sip of moonshine. And the lights flash high beams to low beams at the groups. The homeless people scatter because they don't want to, that sort of conflict they're not going to be around for, leaving you standing there.
Damn it.
Your butt doesn't smell of petunias. Get your ass over here.
Grandma?
That's right. Tracking you down. I saw it on the news. You're a waste of walking De La Vega's flesh. Get in the car.
Grandma, why are you even out here?
Oh, why are you even out here, boy?
Apparently Grandma's all feisty. Okay, I'm coming. Just hold your bloomers, Granny.
I'll hold my bloomers over your head. Get in the car. The car horn honks again until you start moving.
Terry sheepishly runs and gets in the car.
Do you get in the back seat or the front seat?
Front seat.
You're not good enough. Get in the back. You're a kid. Kids sit in the back.
Granny's being mean.
Well,
I think she's raising your mundane and lowering your savior as a result of this.
Oh.
Would you like to resist her influence and get into the front seat anyway?
Yes.
Well, let's see if
Oh.
you're able to do that.
Granny's gonna hit you.
Okay, you're going to roll to
If I
resist.
were Granny, I'd hit you.
You're going to roll to reject their influence.
7.
On a 7 to 9, you can clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Or you can shift a label up and one label down, your choice. Or you can cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
I'm going to mark potential.
Okay. And now tell me how you're proving them wrong.
I am going to go to the driver's seat and push Granny over to the passenger. You're not supposed to be driving anyways, you
This is a Jaguar. I can't climb over the center console. She starts pushing back on you. She gets out of the car and she's got her little cane and she starts smacking her cane at you.
As soon as she gets out, I'm jumping in the driver's and closing the door and locking it.
Okay, you take a good solid whack on the shoulder and the thigh because Granny is deft with a sword in
Yeah, I
hand.
know she is.
And you know it. And she glares at you. Treat your betters with respect. She goes and gets in the back. And suddenly it's a driving Miss Daisy moment.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi.
Where are you?
I'm still at the battlefield. I'm XP. I am a squishy torso sphere.
Okay. How do you interact with the world around you? Squishy torso sphere?
Well, I'm not a squishy torso sphere for very long.
Oh,
it's a pretty
okay.
immediate thing, actually.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. How I interact with the world is my squishy torso sphere is slowly morphing back into XP.
Oh, okay. That's really creepy looking.
Yep. It's kind of, what was that movie where you see all the faces pushed against it? That's what it looks like.
Bo, I think you were holding the torso sphere at the time. Not that you knew it was a torso sphere. That probably would have potentially weirded you out. What do you do when it starts to wriggle?
I'm going to put it down.
That makes good sense.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I assume I have my backpack still because I kind of bring it with me everywhere. And I put the black box in my backpack after setting down the torso.
It does not fit in your backpack.
How big is it?
It is big.
Oh.
It's the size of the torso sphere or bigger.
Okay, I just kind of football it underneath my arm.
Sure.
Then.
So you've got the torso sphere in front of you, Solarian on the ground beside you, and torso sphere. Oh, and the black box in your arm.
Yeah. I'm going to pick up Solarian over my shoulder.
Sure.
Well, actually, first I'm going to look for a rolly garbage cart.
Sure. I mean, the torso sphere is a sphere.
Yeah, I just don't want to kick XP's body part that I don't know what exactly it is.
The torso sphere starts to develop soccer ball-like lines on it.
I look for a shopping cart, a garbage cart, like anything that is cart-like.
Roll to assess the situation.
Okay. Nope.
You mark potential. You find nothing except a media crew is hastily descending upon you. And as I dimly recall last time, there was a helicopter with a light shining upon you.
I'm going to start kicking XP and I'm going to apologize later. Like, I'm going to kick XP like really down the street.
Cool.
And then be like, I'm so sorry about this XP, but they can't catch you.
Yeah, you can't hear that. You just feel a sudden sense of movement.
And they probably only get one kick in because I do regenerate very quickly.
Yeah, I'm trying to get XP out of sight. And then I'm going to hold Solarian over my shoulder.
I like this image of Bo running down the street, kicking you, carrying the black box in hand, and slung Solarian over their shoulder. So that happens for a little while before XP finally, mid-kick, reverts to XP form. What's different about you?
So there's a few things that change when XP regenerates. They no longer have human skin. They now have metal skin.
Mm.
And it's very shiny and beautiful looking. They've also forgotten all of their lessons. So that's a thing. And they have also forgotten a very important memory of Adora. And that memory was one of the first interactions where Adora had caught XP and shown XP the first instance and lesson of humanity. And XP has now forgotten that moment occurred.
Okay, you're flying through the air. You think you're remembering everything that you're supposed to remember. Your head connects with an overhead streetlight, takes the streetlight right out, and wipes out all of those things. That is ridiculously unfortunate that you have forgotten all of your lessons. So once you've forgotten all your lessons and key important memories, what is the first thing you need to do in this sort of situation?
XP lands from their sphere into a ready stance and is looking...
I think you actually crashed to the ground on your back because you took your head out on a flat street light, but you get up and you can be in the ready position for sure.
Yes, that's what happens.
Cool.
And then XP is looking around, ready to fight everything that happened, and they're looking around and they see this situation, and then XP begins to feel very, very guilty that they were unable to finish the fight and assist.
Cool. Is that the only condition that you have remaining on you?
Yes.
You have no lessons. You have no key memory of Adora. So would you not feel the need to return to your caretaker?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you do?
XP, that was you?
You see Bo running up to you with Solarian slung over her shoulder.
I kind of look and I don't really recognize Adora in the heat of the moment, and I just slowly start backing up and I just take off running the other direction.
Adora stands there dumbfounded, watching XP run away from her. Solarian, you are not in your body, as we described last game. You are floating above it. And then dawning realization. Your sister is there, remember, and has told you, Dad wants to talk to you. What do you do?
Fine.
You closed your eyes, you let out a sigh, you opened your eyes to say fine, and it's at that point that your body starts being dragged or carried away from you, your head dangling and smacking into Adora's lower back as she has slung you over her shoulder like a sack of, we would say a sack of potatoes, but Solarian is some sort of alien race, so maybe he says his family has some sort of other slogan that they get wrong. What's that wrong slogan?
Moonfish.
A sack of moonfish. That sounds disgusting and perfect. Thank you.
It's tough to see such beauty treated in such a disrespectful manner. That's what he says as he sees himself being dragged and beaten. Not intentionally, but that's what he says.
Stella says, yes, you're like Jackson's Pollux.
Did Dad say what he wanted?
Doubtlessly to tell you what a failure you are. Womp, womp.
Mm-hmm.
Does the sister actually say womp womp? I like stuff.
Always a treat with him. I guess I'll go talk to Dad. But I'm like outside of my body, right? So I guess I'll assess the situation and try to...
Go for it. Yeah, figure out how to get around.
Ooh, okay. Sick. That's a 9.
All right, you get to ask one question.
What here can I use to get to Dad?
You believe that you've ascended to an alternate plane that your people can reach, and certain humans can definitely ascend to, some sort of astral plane, if you will. And you believe that if you think really hard enough or exercise your brain powers or unleash your abilities with your cosmic powers, that you may very well be able to teleport yourself from this astral place here and now to your dad. Problem is, further you get from your body, the harder it will be to get back to your body. But you could literally unleash your powers to get to your dad.
I'm going to try that.
Okay, roll to unleash your powers.
It's going to be a failure.
Do you have any conditions marked?
I have all the conditions marked.
Right now, you currently have no conditions marked because you're...
Yeah, you made me mark all of them.
Oh, good for me. Pick 4 of the 5 conditions, and you have those. Won't be too relevant for long.
I guess I'll remove guilty so I can assess this, so I can unleash my powers properly.
Sounds good. Yeah, you're not as guilty, but you're definitely hopeless, insecure, angry, and afraid.
Cool.
Come on, wake up, Solarian.
You appear before your father, right? Because you unleashed your powers?
Yes.
And you got a 9. What'd you get?
7 on the dice.
7 on the dice. So you get to make a decision when you unleash your powers. So I'll just tell you that the effect is temporary. You're going to get actually a short amount of time before you're literally physically pulled back to your body because you're just not good enough at this yet.
Okay.
That will doubtlessly upset your father. Your dad is sitting there smoking on a pipe. He's sucking on a pipe backwards. He's got the bowl in his mouth, and you can hear the faint whistle as he sucks through the pipe. He is watching 11 televisions in your den, and your den is like a normal 2000s style dad den right out of a magazine, like an IKEA magazine or somewhere that has all of the fixings that would come with the den. Except the end wall of the room is like a weird perspective shift. The front side of the room, totally normal. But as it goes to the other side of the room, it's a weird thing. And there's like 11 televisions, but there's also 11 entertainment consoles and 11 big wall units like you would have for a big TV in a den. And there's 11 different channels projecting, and all of them are playing different news programs and different television programs all at the same volume at the same time. And he's just sitting on the couch. There's a chair, and he's sucking on this pipe backwards.
Hello, Father.
He spits the pipe out, and it floats into the air and lands on the coffee table in the pipe display case that normally would hold it, a little holder for. And he coughs. How human of you, son. Is that what we are referring to each other now? Is these human aphorisms?
For the time being, yes.
Fine, son. A grand mess you have made of things tonight, would you not say?
Not one of my better moments.
That is a very valid way of saying that.
My dear sister told me that you wanted to speak to me.
Yes, it is not to commend you.
I figured as much.
You are a great disappointment recently, son. So much destruction, so much devastation, so much money.
It's going back into the company. What do you care?
The company is what is paying for it. It is not. You have not grasped the concepts of human business.
We don't really have many businesses in high school, Father.
So you are passing on your own failures to your institution's failures? Is that what you are doing, son?
In a manner of speaking. We haven't grasped that concept quite yet.
How human of you.
Why exactly am I here?
I asked Stella to fetch you. You will need to go to the human court and state your case for your failures. You will need to be prepared for this. You are a shining example of what it means to be human.
Solarian looks kind of sad because he realizes that Dad is right after he failed to control his powers.
He's totally trying to shift your labels on you too. He's telling you you are mundane and not a freak, raising your mundane and lowering your freak. Do you accept this, or do you choose to rebel against this shifting of your labels?
I will accept.
Wow. What's your mundane gone to now?
3.
Jeez.
Really embrace the Aaron in your character now.
Meh.
As a result, in order to be the human, we have restricted your access to the cosmic forces.
If you deem it necessary.
Yes.
Is that all, Father?
Gets a weird wiggle in his shoulders when you say father. He's like, yes, son. Now, I am watching all the games.
We'll enjoy watching the games.
Ugh, I do not enjoy watching them, but that is the codified requisite activity for this day and time. I believe that you are what is called grounded.
That's so good.
If you insist, which of my cosmic rooms shall I go to?
Because it was temporary.
Yep.
You're like, which one am I? And you are sucked back into your body. Bo, the Solarian dead thing that you're carrying over your shoulder, because it hasn't breathed or moved, suddenly lurches to life with the word...
Room should I go to?
That's perfect and weird. And you have to make a choice. Bo.
I'm going to keep on running.
XP is running, but Solarian is being weird and has basically gotten off your shoulder.
I'm going to grab him by the arm
Okay.
and keep on running. And if he resists, I'm just going to pick him up and run away. Just because he just woke up and he doesn't know the situation.
Exactly. He doesn't know the situation.
Yep. Solarian, we got to go.
What happened?
You all left or passed out or died, and reporters and news helicopters were showing up. We got to leave.
Where is everyone?
Gone. That's XP. Keep running. Talk while running.
Fine.
He's running like a normal person. He's not even flying.
I know.
Yep. I guess he's running.
You feel a weird stabby feeling in your side, like near your ribs. Maybe under your ribs. It's weird.
Is that where the glass was when I fell
No, it
through
could
the
very well
bus?
be you're getting a
shelter?
stitch in your side from
Yeah.
running.
Oh, sweet.
Don't do this.
Like a normal person.
He running.
Do you comment on it or no?
No, he just...
That's too bad.
He's too out of it to...
Yeah, I'm going to
really
grab
care.
him by the forearm to get him to run faster.
He is not capable of doing that. Trips and starts to stumble.
All right, I'm going to be jump on my back.
There's no energy coming off of him at all. The galaxy is largely dormant in his skin.
Yeah, jump on my back. I'll give you a piggyback ride.
He's just too out of it to
He's
really...
the most mundane person in the world. Of course he'd jump
Yeah.
on the back of a superhero.
So he jumps on.
All right, I'm going to give him a piggyback ride.
You chase on after XP.
Yeah.
So where's the sword? I watched the fight on the telly.
She's British now.
No, on the flat screen. The big one. It was a big robot. And you didn't have the sword. Where is it?
Grandma, don't distract the driver.
Ahem. Where's the sword, boy?
Does she have a name?
Who have a name?
No, I'm... Damn it, Kyle.
Who's Kyle? Did he take the sword?
I think we wrote down the name of the nerd.
Keep going,
It's colored grandma.
or I'll turn this scene around.
Cousin Kara has it.
Who? There's no Kara. Do you mean Alejandra? Is that who you mean?
Yes, that is who I mean, Grandma.
I'd heard your cousin was in town. She never comes to visit. Damn Quebecois. De la Vega.
Yeah, so she's got the sword.
What?
She stole it from me in a fight.
What?
She has the whip, too.
yuck! She starts hitting you with her cane while you're driving.
I'm driving.
You're going to need to make a check.
Yes, that's the situation.
Damn it, Grandma.
What are you doing here? You going
Resist and avoid the
Defend?
blows, I guess. I don't know.
to defend?
Take something from them. I'm going to take her cane away from her.
No, she's hitting you about the head and shoulders with the cane. You are going to try and defend yourself to keep driving on the road. I think that'd be the best way to go.
Okay.
Roll plus savior.
Yeah, 12.
You don't have any issues with defending things?
Nope.
On a hit, you keep the car safe and yourself safe, and you choose one of the three things below. Add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition. Can't really take influence over the car and driving off of it. Do I clear a condition?
I'm going to get rid of my anger.
Excellent. Yeah, I love it. You get rid of the anger. You rip the cane out of Grandma's hands, her feeble, arthritic hands. That's still, like, you have bruises. There's going to be bruises. You're holding the cane in your hand. It's one of the De La Vega artifacts. This is like a cane of Zorro when Zorro was old. So it's not super special, but at least it's powerful and important. Your anger washes away. You do not take the cane and start smacking Grandma.
No, I was actually thinking of taking the cane and throwing it out the car window, but I don't think I'll do that.
Yeah, because your anger
Goes away when I get the cane.
and that guilt comes forward because these artifacts are few and far between. What do you say?
Look, I know I messed up, okay?
Well, that's something.
Grandma, can you just lay off for just the rest of the ride?
Oh, so you don't want it back, do you? Don't think you're worthy of the sword anymore? You just gave it to her?
No, I didn't just give it to her. She took it. She had a bunch of ninjas. It was a very annoying...
What's a Quebecois de la Vega doing with a bunch of ninjas?
We all asked the same question.
You shut up, Grady. You're going to get yours. Ah!
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales.
End up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink.
Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band
curated
on
masks,
iTunes
a
or
new
at
generation game set in the superhero
www.badbillyband.com
teenage
or follow
world
them
of
on Twitter
Halcyon
at
City.
Bad Billy Band. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at Tavern_Tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.